We're at the property on Pershing Circle in Miami, listed for sale at $189,000. It does sit up here on top of a hill, has some pretty incredible views, mostly of the mine, but they are pretty amazing. .37 of an acre, so it's a large lot. Older home, this was built in 1964. We have brick across the ground all through here, which is why I'm trying to be very careful with my walking. I'm trying not to trip. Very old shade tree here. Not sure what kind it is, but this one over here looks like a fruit tree of some sort. You can see for the most part the property line drops off into the neighbor's yard. I will tell you that some of the roads to get up in here, they were a little on the narrow side. One lane. Big concrete patio area here. Being an older home with all of this mature landscaping, that's actually pretty amazing. Block construction. So that's part of the mine. Actually, all of this is part of the mine. It does have what looks like a pretty good sized backyard back here. If there's any ownership of the land over the hill, though, it's basically useless. I mean, I have honestly no idea where the property lines are on this, but I can tell you if the property line is at the bottom of the hill, that hillside is useless. Water tower up there. Shed could use some new shingles. Roof appears to be in very good condition. Roof cooling system there. Let's see if I can take a quick peek inside the shed. Pretty typical, just a little wood shed. Very old. In fact, it might have some rot going on with that little shed. That question is whether or not it's still functional or not. Might have to be completely removed. I was meaning to look at the outside of the house specifically to see if there was anything crack-wise that we would need to worry about. A little bit of grout here and there that's missing, like, well, let's see, like right in there. But that's extremely minor. Specifically, I was looking for settling cracks of any kind. And I'm not really seeing any so far. They have the soffits underneath are all finished off with vinyl. Which is good. Going back towards the front of the house. Looks like we have lots of sprinkler controls right here. That electrical is not to code. And I'm sure neither is the socks stuffed into the hole for whatever reason. But that electrical right there, that should be a GFCI, and it should be in a box. She apparently had something climbing right there because they've used fencing. Still have not seen any settling cracks with the house. Front porch area. There may have been a small amount of water damage at some point right there. Not entirely surprising considering the fact that this house was built in 1964. We've got parking on the outside, and then we've got a carport parking here. Still have not seen any cracking. Natural gas. Side door could probably be replaced. It's a little old. Or maybe just the screen. All right, let's head on inside. Before we go in, I wanted to point out, I'm out here on the road. And I'm going to be honest with you, if somebody comes around this corner right now, I'd probably get hit. It's narrow. This is one lane and one lane only. So what I was saying about those roads, I was not joking. Now, apparently, they needed to make sure they knew where the edge was along the side, so they put these canisters here. Don't know if they're full of concrete or not. This one was tipped over, probably from somebody backing out of the driveway. And you can kind of see it, but over here in the distance, that hill is as black as it is because that is part of a burn that they had. They had a wildfire that burned there last year. I think it was last year at least. Another water tower. And there's the old church in the center of town. Miami is a very old town. I think this first tree is pinyon pine. It's probably one of the larger pinyon pines I've ever seen, and I have seen a lot of them. And they did rock all of this across the front to keep erosion from happening, which is good. But again, this is very narrow, and it's this way almost the whole way up the hill. And now we'll head on inside. Just inside the front door, I have a coat closet here. Ceiling in this area is very low. I'm talking 7 feet maybe. Turn and give you a perspective from the front door. Coming into the first bedroom, this is right inside the front door. I am guessing that they considered this one the master bedroom because this one has the bathroom off of it. And it's a very small three-quarter bathroom. Doorways are narrow. I will tell you they're probably no more than 24 inches wide. Ceiling fans. This is mostly windows behind here, if I remember correctly from the outside. That is a queen size bed. They have it pushed up against the wall here. Or close to, I should say. My understanding is that the furniture that's here will be removed unless somebody wants it. Living room area here. Fairly good sized living room. Ceilings are higher in this area. These are 8-foot ceilings in here. Little wallpaper going on there. Hall closet. Coat closet. Cold air return vent right there for the furnace. Here we have the second bedroom. Wood doors. From what I could tell, they are hollow core doors, but they are in good shape. And they're all real wood in comparison to what we have now, which is pretty rare. They've obviously had some sort of an upgrade to their heating cooling system because that is a newer digital Honeywell thermostat. Here we have the third bedroom. Again, ceiling fan. Carpeting does need to be replaced. You can see where everybody walked This carpet is probably about 25 years old. Another little closet right here. Extra pantry, or linen, or cleaning closet. Here we have what is considered the only full bath because it has a tub as well as the shower. Older potty. As long as it functions, I suppose that's all that matters. Pretty sure there's going to be some linen behind here. Yep, little linen storage right there. Hamper down below. Here we have the dining room area. They've got shutters that they put on those windows. Kitchen. Looks back into the living room and the front entry. Island is slightly tipped to the room. Formica countertops. Cabinetry is in good condition. It's all real wood oak cabinetry. Nothing wrong with the cabinetry at all. At least not that I can see so far. Even the sink cabinetry looks to be in good shape. An older dishwasher there. The refrigerator does kind of stick out in the middle of the room, which is pretty much the only place for it. View out the window. I got to admit, I do love a kitchen sink with a window over it. Tile backsplash. It's the older style of tile from when the house was built, but appears to be in good shape. We have the laundry room here. Cabinet that's been built in here. Extra storage, I'm assuming probably pantry area. Hot water tank. Doesn't appear to be too old, but does not have a pan underneath of it. Big area for the washer dryer. Cabinets above. In good shape. Carpet in the kitchen. I don't recommend it. It was done in years past, but I don't recommend it. It's always a bit of a mess. And we have the door that goes outside onto the carport. The house does have a little bit of an older home smell to it, if you know what I mean. If you've been in homes from, prior to 1980, they have that old home smell. It's gotten a little better since I've been in here, but I've had the door open. But there are things that need to be done. Carpet, flooring needs to be addressed. It's just I honestly am not sure that it's salvageable. Few upgrades could be done. If you like the wallpaper can stay. If not, the wallpaper would need to come off. And I would do paint. I think painting would go a long way towards helping get rid of some of the smell. There is one tiny seam right there in the ceiling in the drywall, and that's the only place I've seen it. And it's basically along the corner. See, it goes to right there, and then it turns and comes over here to this corner. That's the only one I've seen. Otherwise, I have not seen settling cracks. I have not seen roof leaks. The floor is even. Poured concrete foundation. I don't see any real issues other than just cosmetic. And that shall conclude our tour for the house on Pershing in Miami.